Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Carlos. Carlos is from Madrid in Spain. So let's see what Carlos has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Carlos. How are you?
I'm fine. You?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to be with you here today.
So, tell me, how's our weekend going so far?
Well, I've been working in a film on Thursday and then on Friday, and I was shooting yesterday. I finished very late, around 2 a.m. in the
Wow.
morning, so I'm a little bit dead, to be honest, but I'm fine.
So, tell me what has been. Sorry. Right. So, tell me what has been the highlights of your weekend so far?
Well, it's been a little bit tough because it was very sunny here in Madrid, but today it's raining and it's like a bit of storm. I don't know if you can hear it, but we have a lot of thunders and it's raining very
Really?
hard. So it's
It's
been a
funny.
little bit crazy.
It's very sunny in London today. It's a beautiful weather in London.
Yeah, I know. But people they say there is no climate change and it's changing a lot.
And Madrid is the place where you're born and raised?
I was born in Argentina and
Mhm.
then by chance, and then my parents they moved to Madrid because they are both Spanish. And then I was there until 11 and I moved to Malaga. So I spent there almost like 30 years in Malaga. So I have from Madrid, half from Malaga.
I see. And you still visit Malaga still, or spend most of your time in Madrid right now?
I'm in Madrid because my parents they moved back to Madrid like 4 years ago. So I went there with them.
What's the biggest joy of waking up in Madrid every morning?
Oof. To know that you can find anything you want. It's like in London when you live in London because I was living in London for like 6 months and I think it was 1998, something like that. Spent there
Huh?
6 months. What I really love from London is like you can find anything you want. So that's amazing thing.
Totally. So let's start the interview talking about your career as an actor. Yeah, so tell me how everything started.
Well, I started since I was a little boy,
Mhm.
around like 10 or 11. You remember when you go into class and your teachers, they ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? And everybody say, I want to be a doctor. I want to be this and that. And then I said, I want to be an actor. Everybody was laughing. Oh my God, Carlos. And then I keep having the same dream. And I talked to my mom when I was 16 and she told me, okay, let's do it. So we're going back to Madrid and you're gonna enjoy the workshop with Cristina Rota. She's very famous teacher here in Madrid. So I went
Wow.
there for a workshop for a month. I was very young. I was 16. Most of the people they were around 30, 40s, some of them 20s. So for me, it was a little bit challenge because they put you on the stage. I didn't know how to do anything. So it was just a dream, but then it becomes reality.
Wow.
And remember, I was like very nervous. People would say, "Oh no, don't do this, don't do that," and you're like, "Oh, very scary." But then after that, I realized that I really love the job, so I go for
Wow. Amazing. Oh, wow. I love, do you know what I like, Carlos? When you realize that, you're born to be an actor, your parents straight away, they support you straight away. They said, you know what? Okay, let's do it. Let me see how things
it.
can be done. I love that.
Yeah, but there's one thing I didn't tell you. It's like my grandfather was a very famous director in Spain, so that
Ah,
works a
okay.
little, a little bit too, you
So it
know.
made it a little bit easier for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Even though that my grandfather died when I was 13, 14, something like that. But in
Mhm.
my family, they always been a side of very artistic, so it was easier, I think, to be honest.
Wow. For sure. That's for sure. Carlos, I always ask my guests here on the show in the beginning of the interview to bring something that means a lot to them. So it could be a gift, could be a picture, could be an object. There's something you could share?
Yeah, I have it. Hold on a second, I have it here.
Sure, sure.
It is a painting that my father did a few years ago when we moved to Malaga. So it means
Wow.
it reject like my father, my mom, me, my sister, one of the dogs that we used to have, and two cats. So more or
Oh,
less.
that's sweet. So who made that?
My father.
That's so nice. Oh my God.
I did it on Christmas 1990, so it's a long time ago.
And why this picture, this drawing means a lot to you?
Because for me, as in Spanish, well, it's not as Spanish. I think it's as a human being, a family comes first. At the end of the day, to be an actor, apart like to learn the lines and to be present and all those kind of things, you need to have a background and you need to have like a roots that they're going to empower your activity as an actor. And I think it's one of the most important things you need to have.
For sure. I think the end of the day is down to our family. Family, it's a safe place to be, for sure.
Exactly.
Of course, there are no rules. Some of us, we have situations that maybe family is not like the greatest as you go through. But I think overall, it's a safe place for sure. Carlos, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through memories in life and share your point of views?
Yeah, of course. Will be
amazing. Welcome to Billion and the Magic Box.
Okay.
So be my best friend. Run questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
Okay, beautiful. Okay.
Let's do it. Right, so before I start the interview, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about or you don't want to answer, always can take another one, okay?
Okay.
Amazing. First question for you is, what's the biggest risk have you ever taken?
There are many. I think the best risk is to take something that you know is not good for you, but you do it anyways. But you know already you're going to fail. So
wow, for sure. And saying that, when you think about yourself, what's the biggest joy of being Carlos? What do you like the most about being you?
To understand that life, it's got a limit time, but at the same time, you can enjoy every day.
Wow. And what's the meaning of life for you when you think about life?
To understand like the time is not always working in your side, but at the same time, is the best thing you can have.
Totally. Tell me a life lesson that life has taught you that you feel very grateful for.
To be patient, to be present, to understand the other points of view that is very complicated, especially in the times that we're living on. Right. But at the same time that there are many people out there, they are very human, decent people. So it's
right. Yeah. Okay. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, next question is, if you could be any age, what age would you choose and why?
That's complicated, to be honest. I think to be alive, that would be the best. It's because it's something like everybody feel, but we all feel totally different. So that would be the closest I can say. Sorry.
Okay, and aging for you is something that bothers you, or you feel like just a matter of life?
What bothers me, it will be like people, they don't have open minds. I mean, they believe something, but they are not willing to understand the other point of view. I think that really bothers me.
I see. All right. Next question. Let's do it. I'm playing Xuxa, Raia de los Barritos. Do you remember Xuxa?
No. Xuxa. Yeah.
Okay.
The Brazilian dancer. Yeah.
Yes.
Showman. Yeah.
Carlos, before the next question, tell me what's the biggest joy of being an actor? How do you feel, when you are performing, when you are, doing your gift? So tell me what's the biggest joy of it?
The first thing is that you can work with a lot of people with different backgrounds. Second thing is like to be a real actor, good actor, is like at some point when you're doing some roles, you can forget about yourself. Then you can open your instrument and you can start feeling totally different from the way that you will feel as yourself. I think that's the best thing.
And the flip side, what do you find most challenging about your career?
The same. That's the main thing. Yeah, it's very complicated to be in that point, you know. That's why we all actors, we are always trying to train. We are
Wow.
training, just to get to that point that you forget about yourself and you're someone else.
And you feel like, you feel like Madrid is the place to be in Spain for, for opportunities for the acting industry?
To be honest, you can be any place around the world because right now with the Zooms after COVID and everything, you can assist to the workshops. But
Mm-hmm.
for me, ideal is to be in London, for example. You have more
Right.
opportunities, you can meet more people, you can start new relationships with the industry, and I think
Uh-huh.
it's the right place, better
I
than
see.
Spain right now.
Okay. Next question is, what's the biggest prize you ever won?
When I was 11 and I was doing a, how do you call it in English? It was like price, something like that, that you have to write every day, every week in a newspaper from the school. And I did for like, they have like 10 questions every day, and they were getting harder and harder for around 6 months. So
Wow.
obviously I cheated a bit because I was asking to my grandfathers and my mother and my father, you know. And then I was just sending the answers and everything. And then I won like a Walkman. You remember the Walkman?
The what?
Walkman, like the things that we used to use
Oh,
before
yes,
we have
yes, yes, of course,
the
yes.
CDs and everything. And then they gave me like 1,000 pesetas. It's around 6 euros. That must be
Wow.
£4. So it was okay for me. I think that was the best.
Amazing. And for you to, growing up in Argentina, was Buenos Aires or other place in Argentina?
I was born, just only born in Buenos Aires, and then I moved straight to Madrid. So I never been raised in Argentina.
Oh, so you don't have any memories there. You don't have any memories.
No, well, no. To be honest, I was like 1 year or something like that.
I see. And you have other siblings as well, or you're the only one?
Sorry, say it again.
You have brothers and sisters as well, or not?
Yeah, I got my sister born the next year in Argentina, and then they moved my parents because my father was an architect, so he was doing a lot of things there.
I
And
see.
when they finished the contract, we moved back to Spain
I
again.
see. Very good. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Okay, next question for you is, what's your most controversial opinion?
Oh, oh, oh. I don't know if I'm entitled to say this, but we live in a system and we have beliefs that they are not real, you know? And I don't understand why ourselves we don't fight in the right directions, and it's much better for us fighting between each other instead to be together and say we don't want this, we just want to protect babies, for example, or people that don't have chance, people that are employment, for example, stop wars, these kind of things, but obviously deeper than I'm saying right now, but it would
I
be
see.
like that.
Tell me something, Carlos. When you are feeling the lowest for some reason, tell me a friend or a family member, a person that comes to your mind for you to share, to open up a little bit or to talk. At the same time as well, the same person, when you're feeling the greatest, you feel like, oh my God, I need to share the news. There's a person that for you is always, in your mind for both situations.
Yeah, normally it's my mom because I always been raised with the open minds. They have been, as I told you before, artistic, so they understand how you feel and everything. And being honest with you, it's hard for me to say, but at the same time, I make a lot of mistakes like everybody. But I think I did more, even though that I was conscious I'm going to do it, and I did. But for me, it was easy because he was always there for me, even though that sometimes he criticized me, since it's been very hard for me, but I deserve it in that moment.
Okay, so your mom is watching this interview right now and have a moment, an opportunity to send her a message. What would you say? She's watching.
Thank you to be for me all the time. and appreciate like you've been there and you taught me so much without even know that, you know.
Wow, sweet. Yeah, I think we have connection with our family members. We have good, great friends, but our connection with our mom, it's something
Yeah,
different. It's something unique. Yeah,
exactly.
for sure. Two questions left. Let's see. Okay, before the next question, let's do a little game. So let's pretend that you have the biggest budget in your hands. So you know what I mean? Money for you is not a problem.
Yeah.
And you're gonna put that would be a dream. And
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
and you're gonna put a project together. Let's say a play or a short movie or a scene, and you're gonna be on it as well, okay? And you can cast anyone in the world to play your mom on these projects, any other to play your dad, also a romantic, a love interest as well. And you can ask any producer or any director in the world to help you to put all together. So tell me those names.
My man, it will be Isabelle Huppert, probably it's a French actress.
Okay.
That it will be Jeremy Irons, for example. That would be great.
Wow.
As a producer, Goran Badesky, that it's an American citizen, but got Russian roots, something like that. He did, I think, F1 with Brad Pitt. He's one of the producers.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
What else you were saying?
Love interest, like a romantic partner.
I think he won't be famous because there are a lot of actors in all around the world. They are not famous, but they are very good. So I would do a casting for sure. I think it's the right thing to do.
I
So
see. Okay, so one day you're gonna wake up in the morning having four missed calls on your phone from those four names you just mentioned right now, okay?
Mhm.
Which one you're gonna call back straight away? Which one you're gonna send a message? I call you back later. And the other two, you don't call back, you don't send a message, you just ignore them I know it's hard, I know it's me.
Well, for me, it would be, yeah, it's difficult, but Jeremy Irons, I would call him straight away. I would send a message to Isabella Per and the other two, nah, I won't call them. Because producer at the end of the day, they will call you back if they really want you. That's
I
for sure.
like that. I
And
like
the
that.
partner, I'm free because I didn't know this, but because I don't know which is gonna be the partner, so I'm safe.
Good one. Next question is, tell us about your earliest memory in life.
I was like, I think 2, 3 years, don't remember exactly. But I remember I was in the pavilion in Malaga, I think, or in the coast. I don't remember because I asked many times to my parents, but they didn't know. They didn't remember any. So I was just walking very small and I saw the first time of my life the sea. And I got very, very in shock. And I still have that memory in my mind.
Wow, that's incredible. You know, in the beginning of the interview, when you were talking, explaining that when your teacher gave these questions, you know, asking, what do you like to be when you grow up? Yeah, I had that as well back in Brazil. And guess my answer, what I wrote at the time. I wrote Michael Jackson.
Wow. Michael Jackson.
I
Wow.
know, I know. And so she collects from everyone, my teacher, the papers. And I'm sure at home she was kind of reviewing and checking all of that. And next day she called me back in her desk, said, William, come here. I said, yes. She said, did you understand this question? I said, yes, I understood. And she said, why did you put Michael Jackson? I said, because I want to be Michael Jackson when I grow up. She was like, but Michael Jackson's not a profession. And I was like, no, 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 I want to be Michael Jackson. So the end of the story is I have a vague memory of my mom talking to me at home about it. I think she was trying to explain that I could be a dancer, I could be a singer, a performer. You know, Michael Jackson was all of that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, no, 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 I want to be Michael Jackson. So I think my teacher at the time, she called my mom for her to explain to me because I didn't want to get it. I didn't want to understand. I want to be Michael Jackson. So it was so interesting at the time when the story. I have a vague memory of the situation. I don't remember every bit of it, but I remember this vague memory for sure. Last question, ready?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. Before the last question, I'm sure through your career, you had a lot of situations, moments that you always going to remember. It meant a lot for you. But if you can share one that so far you hold close to your heart.
It's something very personal for me, but it happens like around 2 years ago. My father was almost passing away. I went to the hospital and she's got the oxygen. She was totally asleep. And I grabbed his hand and I told my mom like 1 year ago because I didn't talk about this situation. And I grabbed his hand and I said to him, "You are a good dad." So I think I'm gonna forget.
Wow. Wow. And he's still with us or he passed away already,
He
Carlos?
passed away like 1 day later.
1 day later. I see. Okay. Thanks for sharing. I know it's very personal, but thank you for sharing. Thank you. Okay, last question is, are you becoming the person you thought you'd become one day?
No, I thought that would be totally different, but I realized it changed me so much life, years, experience, mistakes that I
Yeah.
become better than I thought, to be honest, as a
Mm,
human being.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay. It's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to say some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking.
Oh, that's
You'll be fine for sure. Let's start.
okay.
Let's start with money,
Freedom,
family,
joyful,
fear,
anxiety,
life,
opportunity,
love.
complicated,
It can be religion,
speechless,
okay, sex,
depends,
politics,
tiring,
friendship,
love,
desire,
gain,
regret,
sadness,
success.
responsibility,
I like that actually. I like that. Wish,
imagination,
happiness.
present,
One word for Madrid.
my childhood, childhood, okay.
One word for Spain.
My heart,
One word for the movie industry.
love,
Wow. And the last one now, acting. One word.
being yourself. I mean, yourself.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your mom for a coffee and I'm going to ask her, define Carlos in one positive and one negative word only. What should say about you?
Negative, impatient. Positive, hardworking.
Amazing. Let's play now, Carlos and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Carlos, you can ask me a question now.
Yeah, I did my homework, obviously, but it will be like if you have the chance to interview someone for the last 20 years, doesn't matter if it's alive or dead, who will you choose?
You know what? It's a great question, but very difficult because
I know. You did that to me, so
I'm paying back now, yes.
yeah, exactly.
You know what? I could tell so many people, you know what I mean? Like I mentioned before about Shusha that I love, you know what I mean? Some people, but you know what? I'm gonna go with Barack Obama. I'm gonna go with Barack Obama. I think, I'd love to have him on the show. Actually, I still hope one day to have here on the show to, for him, imagine he answer random questions because I think, those big people, personalities, they've been, going through some question that people always ask then he's always gets, you know what I mean? It's normal. But I'd love to hear he think about his first memory in life, like the same one that came to you. It's kind of random question that you don't hear from them. I think I would love to have this opportunity to have here on the show and just talk to him and answer those questions that maybe nobody asked before. But I could tell so many people. I admire so many people around the globe. But I think Barack Obama came to my mind, like just like right now. And I would say I'd love to have him here on the show. Yeah.
Amazing.
Did you enjoy the interview?
Yeah, that was very good, to be honest.
Thanks again, Carlos. Thanks for taking the time. I know you're a busy man. You had a long night yesterday for work, but you made the time for the interview. So I appreciate your time for sure.
No, thanks to you. You choose me and you tell me that, and I was like very happy and honored to be with you
Totally.
today. So it's amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Before you go, if you can share a positive message, a quote, or anything that you live by.
Sorry, say it again.
If you can share a positive message, a quote, or anything that you live by.
Well, as a man who is in 40s almost, not yet 50s, but I'm happy. Is just live your life every day. Be human decent, try to help people, and don't be greedy. And follow your instincts. I think it's very important. Make your life great, you know. Try to don't follow examples, just live your life. I think it's the most important thing. Instead of find gurus and people saying what you have to do and believe in yourself. I think it's the best thing we can say in these times.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Muito obrigado.
Muitas gracias. Okay. Ciao, ciao.
Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.